Just got home from a ride this morning. I got in just shy of 3 hours with my teammates, and up at the normal early hour. And but I'm not done with the ride yet until I do my exercises. And the purpose of these exercises is to help me transition out of the ride, help me get the most benefit from my time on the bike, so that I'm fresh for the rest of my day, doing yard work, taking care of family stuff, and during the weekday taking care of patients in the clinic, and then also making sure that my body is ready to train tomorrow. So follow along. We'll do a few yoga positions, a few soft tissue mobilizations to make sure that we're not building stiffness in the body. And all the time we're doing that, we're going to be breathing. So make sure you pay attention to your breathing the whole time. Here we go. So first up is split leg forward fold with a block under each hand. You lift that leg, you rotate the thighs in, and make sure you start breathing. Try to elongate your limbs, really stand up into your hands and the standing leg. Try to get your spine straight and just breathe. All right. And then we're going to switch sides. So here's how it looks from the other side. If you're a little bit stiff at first, that's okay. Don't use force, but do try to lengthen through both feet, through both hands, out through your head and back through your hips. Spread those toes and breathe. Alright, now we're going to do downward dog, which you've probably seen before, but we're going to put a block between the thighs. Draw your thighs in on that block. Put a block between each hand if you're a little bit stiff like me. And drive down through the balls of your feet. Reach back through your heels. Start that breathing. Get that breathing through the diaphragm. Elongate through the blocks. Elongate the neck if that's a little bit stiff from being on the bike. And even if you're not a cyclist, this could benefit you if you work in an office. So with the block, what we're trying to do is wrap the thighs back. That's going to add a little bit of activation for the abductors and the pelvic floor. And then you're elongating through those limbs and breathe. All right, now we're doing some rotation for mostly the thoracic spine, but there's also a good opportunity to get a little work through the obliques, but not a lot of muscular work. But what we're trying to do here is keep the head and shoulders attached to the torso and rotate the elbow back, touch the opposite elbow. Now the other version we can do, you inhale, reach the arm out, reach it across, reach it out, thread the needle through the body, and you'll notice each rep, especially if you're breathing deeply, you're gonna loosen up that tightness in your mid-back and hopefully your neck. So keep that in mind after a couple hours at the office or a couple hours on the bike. Now we got a little activation on the front side of the body, so grab a yoga block or something and place it between your ankles. And what we're doing is drawing the knees and that block up, and we're crunching the chest, hands, neck up slightly. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you lower. This is activation for pelvic floor, low abdominals, and of course your breathing. There we go, until you get tired. Okay, now this one is crucial for the health of your knees and really how to use glute power when you're on the bike. So place one of these tough rubber bands between your feet, and then you're tipping from left to right while keeping your torso firm. And make sure you're breathing and try to go for a minute until you really feel those muscles working. All right, and now for the good stuff or the painful stuff, depending on how tight you are. So grab a foam roller or something hard to roll your muscles out, like a lacrosse ball maybe, or a baseball, whatever you have around. And you're getting one leg and you're shearing from left to right. So basically you're trying to put some weight on top of that calf that you're rolling out, and then move from left to right as you roll forward to backwards, and then switch legs. Make sure you get a good 5 breaths. Really go a long way. Next muscle to address are those glutes. So again, leaning back on the hands will get you a good amount of weight back on your glutes, and then you roll left to right as you roll up and down across that entire glute max area. You hit up the glute med when you go to the side. You roll across the sacrum, so you don't have to go on any bones, but do spend a good minute here on each of those sides. And once you find a hot spot, try to stay there for a good couple breaths. Loosen up. You'll make small gains each day you do this. So don't neglect these foam rolling activities. Last move we have is thoracic spine mobilization. So similar to having your physical therapist with you at home, you can do a little bit of work on your own thoracic spine, getting in your flexion, and then here we go into extension. So you're doing a big like cat-cow stretch on top of this foam roller while you're doing breathing.